In this video, we're going to show you how to replace a front brake caliper on your Hyundai Sonata. Let's get started. Using a 21mm socket, remove the 5 lug nuts. Remove the wheel. Using a 14mm socket, remove the caliper bolts. Using a 17mm wrench on the back side to hold the pole while I remove the bolt. Using a flat blade screwdriver, I slightly pushed back the piston to help get around these pins. Gonna hang my caliper from the strut, making sure there's no tension on the brake hose. Pull the brake pads out of the bracket. Remove the shims. Using a 17mm socket, break the caliper bracket bolts free. Remove the caliper bracket bolts and remove the caliper bracket. Install 1 lug nut. This will prevent the rotor from falling off on you. Using a 14mm socket, remove the caliper bracket bolts. Pull out the slide pins. We're going to wipe them off. Apply a little bit of grease. Reinstall. Do the same thing on the other one. Put a light skim coating of grease in the valleys of the brake caliper bracket. Do this on both sides. Install the shims. And this is ready to go onto the car. Install the brake caliper bracket. Get the bolt started. Snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bracket bolts to 60 foot-pounds. Install the pads. Before installing the new caliper, we're going to put a bit of grease around the outside of the piston. Just like that. Install the caliper. Get the bolts started, snug the bolts down. Torque the caliper bolts to 20 foot-pounds. Remove the bolt out of the caliper. Make sure that you have both crush washers with it. Remove one crush washer and leave one on the bolt. Be sure you have a drain bucket under you before you start to remove this bolt. Using a 12mm socket, we're going to remove the bolt out of the old caliper. When you remove this bolt, fluid will come out. Let the bolt fall out of the line. Check your line. Make sure there's no washer on either side. Make sure that they both fell off. Grab the new bolt with one crush washer installed. Push it through the line. Install the other crush washer. And then install this into the new caliper. I'm going to remove the old caliper from the strut. Snug the bolt down. Be sure that the line is locked into the little dimple. Torque the brake union bolt anywhere from 18 to 21 foot-pounds. Using some parts cleaner and a clean rag, we're going to spray the area where there's any wetness and wipe it off. Wiping this off now will make it much easier to check for any leaks if they are present. Remove the bleeder cap. Using an 11mm wrench, we're going to crack the bleeder screw free. We're going to open this and we're going to wait until there's a solid stream of fluid coming out. And then we'll go ahead and close the bleeder screw. Now that we have a nice steady drip, Go ahead and close the bleeder screw. Make it nice and tight. Spray the caliper and bleeder screw area with some parts cleaner. Wipe it down with a clean rag. Make sure there's no fluid. Remove the lug nut from the rotor. Install the wheel. Get the lug nut started. Snug them down. Torque the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.